What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about this sad story out of New York. A off-duty NYPD school safety officer life was taken during an altercation between her current boyfriend and her ex-boyfriend. And this young lady was hit multiple times during the confrontation. Her, I believe her twin sister, and her current boyfriend. Because her ex he went into simp rage because he couldn't get over this woman. And it seems like her untimely passing, has gone viral. She actually has a bit of a following on Instagram. If you look at her page, she look like she's a up and coming Instagram model, right? And there was a lot of blue check marks who were speaking in her comment section, really shocked by her untimely passing due to the hands of her ex who couldn't let go. I've told you males over and over and over, especially you black males, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. You know, I've been making content over the last almost 8 years, speaking to a lot of you you males, okay? I don't do this because I want to go and speak on just the nature of women. I'm here to wake up you males as well and tell y'all to think about abundance, okay? I mean, you're in the New York area. There's plenty of women there. The fact that this lame took it upon himself to go to a birthday party celebration that she was having with her twin sister because he wanted to confront the new boyfriend just shows me how much you males don't think about anything other than keeping what you had before. You males are so obsessed with holding on to women that don't want you anymore that you will risk your life and your freedom. Now, again, maybe he's looking at pictures of her and he wishes he could still be with her. But bro, you have to let it go because now you're going to get caught unless you take your own life, and you're going to be put in prison for a very long time. And it's due to your own behavior. And I hope they catch you, and they're going to catch you eventually because you did this out of emotion. A lot of you modern males are emotional, just like women, and you put yourselves in a position to be destroyed. A lot of you males destroy yourselves every single day. Why would you go there to now people are going to say, well, maybe he went there to help celebrate her birthday. Brother, if they didn't invite you or you weren't allowed in because you had a weapon on you, which is actually illegal in New York, okay? It's illegal to be walking around with a weapon unless you have some sort of license. I don't know how they do it in New York. They're very strict. You can't walk around with weapons. They don't let you in, but you getting in your feelings, and the people there don't want you there. That's why you got into a confrontation with them. It's almost like this thing was premeditated. A lot of you guys need to let go. Now, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he's the father of her son. We're going to get into the article, but I'm just giving you my initial thoughts on this because this is why a lot of you males cannot grow. You're too stuck being jealous and wanting what you've already had back. That woman is gone. You're not going to be able to get her back. The best thing you can do is move on because there's only two places you're going to go if you can't. This according to Daily Voice, and this also can be backed up by the New York Daily News. He says a Gothenburg man is wanted for the shooting and the killing of a school safety officer outside a Queens nightclub was in the hands of police in Fairview less than half hour later, but had to be let go, authorities said. Now he's at large and a local police chief is incensed. Yeah, if a guy is wanted, if you're looking for him, why would you let him go? Mai Johnson, I believe that's how you say her name. I think it's Mai. And her twin sister were celebrating their 27th birthdays with a group of people before dawn Thursday when her ex-lover from Hudson County showed up, authorities said. Security guards at the Stiletto on Steinway Street near Astoria Boulevard turned away the as yet identified man after finding him carrying a weapon, law enforcement sources said. He was still hanging around outside when police at the Queens North Precinct station were called. Officers arrived as Johnson and others emerged from the club around 4 a.m., the NYPD said. An argument followed between the ex and Johnson's current boyfriend, city police said. Then the gunfire erupted. It was all captured on security footage from a local business, police said. Johnson, who has a 7-year-old son, was struck 3 times. So it wasn't no accident. This dude was trying to take people out. NYPD Deputy Chief Julie Morrill, he was later pronounced deceased at Mount Sinai Queens Hospital in Astoria. The deputy police chief said her boyfriend and her twin sister were wounded as well, police said. The suspect fled across the George Washington Bridge into New Jersey in a white BMW, according to the NYPD. It was shortly before 4 a.m., barely 20 minutes later, when a Fairview police officer stopped the speeding sedan as it headed south on Bergen Boulevard. The officer found a driver and a passenger in the car, which was unregistered and had tinted windows. Fairview Police Chief Martin Kahn said it also had a bullet hole in the fender. He said because it was unregistered, the vehicle had to be impounded. The chief said because the men didn't have a ride, they called for a taxi. The cab had just pulled away when Fairview police received an alert that the sedan was wanted in connection with a homicide, Kahn said. Officer Sebastian Castano stopped the taxi in North Bergen moments later, but he couldn't take the suspect into custody, chief said. Well, why not? Why couldn't he take him in? That's crazy. The NYPD said there wasn't enough probable cause at the time to hold him. He said we had no choice but to let him go. Kahn was enraged. We had this gift wrapped, he said, but because of what the mayor, Bill de Blasio, is doing to law enforcement over there, guys can't properly do their job anymore. Their hands are tied. Yeah, because you have an idiot mayor who's on his way out that hates the police. And because he's so woke, Bill de Blasio could be the reason why this guy gets away with this. He could be. He could be the reason why this guy gets away with this, because he won't let them do their job. This guy is in the wind now. The NYPD hadn't released the suspect name as of Friday morning, Christmas Eve. Anyone with information could call in. I mean, the people that were involved will be able to tell them who it was. I mean, this whole, we don't want to, it's funny how in other cases they'll tell you who the man's name is, but for some reason they're withholding this guy's name and identity. Maybe it's a New York thing, but if this was anywhere else, we know who the person's name was, we know where they were from, but it's clear that they want to keep it to where people don't know much of what's going on because they don't want people to be mad at the criminals. This is crazy, man, what's going on in New York. But I think that what happened to this young woman is a tragedy. What happened to this young woman is a tragedy. She shouldn't have lost her life. All she was doing was celebrating her birthday. And because this male, this clown, could not take the fact that this woman had moved on, he's showing up probably unannounced. He was told to go. He didn't want to go. What did he think was going to happen? He think that by showing up, he was going to win her back? Bro, it's over. Why would you want to be around your ex anyway? If you want to wish her happy birthday, you could have just texted her, called her, emailed her, DM'd her. But you males think that you're so tough and you think you're alphas when you're not. You're just a bunch of emotional males that are mad that the woman that you had is with somebody else. What happened? She didn't have the same body when she was with you. Now she has this body and you're mad because another man's enjoying it. Is that what the thing was? You have to, because some of you guys, honestly, you ruin yourselves. You ruin yourselves. This female shouldn't have lost her life due to you getting emotional like a female. And you're not tough showing up. And first of all, you're not tough you showing up with a gun. That's lame to me. I don't see a guy that walks around holding as a tough guy. Okay? You're scared. You're probably in a side of town where you don't, you're scared. You don't want to be there by yourself with no weapon, so you're showing up with a weapon. Or this could have been premeditated. But again, I hope they catch him and throw him in jail. And they're gonna catch him eventually. I mean, unless this guy has this thing planned out where he has a system that's gonna be able to hide him for a number of months or years, they're gonna end up finding him. It's just a shame that the mayor that was in New York has ruined that city and has making it very difficult for it to be policed. But for her and her family's sake, they better hope that the police are able to do their job. Because if they aren't, look who they can blame. They can blame their idiot mayor. And then also, this guy is on video. There are witnesses there that know him. Go get him. You don't have to go and do extra work when you already have witnesses that are alive to tell you who he is. Anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comment section below, man. Let me know your thoughts on this. Like the video, share it, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Merry Christmas to everybody, and I'll see y'all next one.